Let me say something that actually might sound backwards. When you fight yourself, right? When you fight the inner version of yourself that you are afraid to see, you actually create this stagnant energy. You actually create friction within yourself. It actually drains you. The more you fight yourself, the more drained you become. But the moment you embrace yourself, the moment you embrace parts of yourself that you are scared of, parts that you don't want to see, okay? The moment you no longer become afraid of certain parts of yourself that you spend your entire life hiding from the world, the moment you embrace it, you actually create endless energy, infinite energy. This is the meaning behind the statement, the darker the room, the greater need for light, okay? The truth is, you're not tired of life, bro. You're not exhausted with life. You don't care about, like, all the issues you face in the world is not because of the world. It's because you are subconsciously tired of wrestling with yourself, right? You are tired of wrestling with the version of yourself that wants to be seen, okay? Your soul doesn't care about your flaws, but your ego does. So you are exhausted with fighting with that version of yourself for majority of your life. We've been taught majority of our lives that if we open the door to inner darkness, that it will take over and consume us. But that couldn't be furthest from the truth. For example, if you admit that you're angry, that you possibly could become violent. But so instead we suppress the emotion. So instead, we hide from that version of ourselves that expresses or experiences anger. If you admit that you're insecure, then you'll look weak. Then people will assume that you're weak. But that's also not true. The world teaches you that if you feel envy, then you'll become a bad person. But here's the truth. This is a divine message from the universe. Here's the truth. The truth is, what you resist actually controls you. The stuff you don't want to face within yourself controls you. But the minute you accept yourself for who you are and for what you are, that thing loses its grip and power over you. Darkness isn't bad, people. Darkness reveals what's been missing in your life. Darkness reveals what you are missing. It reveals the missing puzzle piece. Woo! What? Universe, you're doing it again, okay? When I say inner demons, this is what I mean. I'm talking about the parts of yourself that got locked away in a basement somewhere in your consciousness. You locked it away. You're like, I don't want to face it. Your anger that was never allowed to speak or express. Your sadness that was never allowed to feel. Your needs that got ignored when you were little. Your needs that never got attended to. Your fears that got laughed at. Your boundaries that got disrespected. Your boundaries that got ignored. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the version of you that believed that becoming hard and tough was how you overcame this, right? By shelling yourself and creating this shell over your emotions. And you thought this is what's going to help you. This is what people refer to as demons. It's unprocessed emotions wearing a mask, scaring you so that you don't face it. This is what that is, people. This is all it is. This is all it's ever been. And you create them within your consciousness, which is a mental state, which is in the mental plane, which is connected to the astral plane, which is what creates these elementors and these scary elements. Here's the confusion. People think when they hear people say embrace your inner demon, this is what they think. No one is telling you to act out what you're like what's going on. No one is telling you to go on a rampage and start being disrespectful to people. That's not what I'm saying. No one is telling you to not be able to control your emotions and just start crying like a little, and just start crying uncontrollably. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you being able to face what's really on the inside, what's really going on. You don't have to do this in front of people. This could be alone by yourself with your own consciousness. It's you being able to accept parts of yourself that you are in denial of. Darkness only takes over when you are in denial of it. When you ignore it, then it takes over. Because whatever you do not pay attention to, whenever you ignore mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you are making it bigger. Just because you turn your back to the tsunami does not mean the tsunami is not going to submerge you underwater. Okay? If you keep telling yourself, I'm not angry, I'm fine, no, I'm good, but deep down you're boiling on the inside, you are suppressing your feelings and emotions. This will make it worse. Now you are destined to blow up or explode somewhere down the line. You see? Because you are suppressing. When you suppress, the inevitable is going to happen anyways. You're going to explode on some innocent person because you're suppressing. The anger, the sadness, the neglect, these things do not disappear when you ignore. Okay? They start filling areas within your life in other ways. Energy needs to always be moving. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. So now whenever you're talking to your wife or your daughter or whoever, you're not talking to them from in the present moment version of yourself. Now the anger may leak through. Now you're snapping on people who don't deserve that reaction from you. You see, bro, you see how this works? If you go, okay, fine, I'm hurt, I'm sad, I don't feel good right now, I'm not in a good mood, I don't know what's going on, but I just do not feel myself. When you do this, now you are holding the flashlight. Now you are conscious. Now you are in control now, because you are controlling the emotion. The emotion is not controlling you. You need to be honest with how you feel, people. Resistance is fuel to the fire. Awareness is the water that puts the fire out. This is why acceptance lets the light in. Acceptance lets the light in. This is why when you stop resisting, you stop feeding it. Okay? This is extremely deep, people. This is extremely deep stuff, bro. This was a divine the universe woke me up at 3:30 a.m. to give you this message. This is deep stuff. Okay? So if you need to rewatch this, watch it over and over and over again, be my guest. I'm going to watch it over and over and over again. I mean it. This is a divine message from the universe. This is what's going on with everybody in society. We need to stop beating ourselves up, bro, and give ourselves grace. You need to give yourself grace, bro, and mercy, and understand that this 3D life that we're living in is not easy, bro. It's not easy to be here. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not supposed to be perfect. Nobody is. Life is, bro, there's certain things we go through in life that wasn't our fault. It's not your fault that okay, ego-wise, physically, it's not your fault. But we all know your spirit, your energy, your higher consciousness chose the circumstances that your life of what you're going through for a spiritual reason. But once you're in the body, once you're born, bro, a lot of the stuff that's going on to you is not your fault. It's not your fault that your parents treated you some type of way. It's not your fault that you were teased. Some of these things happening to you is not your fault. So stop beating yourself up and embrace parts of yourself. Embrace yourself fully. Even the negative things, embrace it. Your imperfections, embrace it. Love it. Okay? You are here to embrace yourself fully and understand that, first of all, none of it's real. It's not real, people. It's an illusion. Life is an illusion. So you might as well embrace parts of yourself that you don't like, because it's not real anyways. You are in spirit right now. You never left spirit. You are in spirit right now. You are infinite right now. You are experiencing heaven right now. You don't have to go anywhere to experience it. So when you can remember this, you know, bro, there's no reason for me to fight life. I'm gonna let life flow, because I'm perfect anyways. You are perfect. Okay? You are infinite. Your consciousness is infinite. It's perfect. So when you understand that you're perfect, then you can allow yourself to not be perfect. Whoo! Universe. When you know that you're infinite and that you're perfect, you can allow yourself to not be perfect. Because their imperfection is an illusion. Oh my goodness. So if this message resonated with you, man, and you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe for more content. And in the comments, make sure you leave, I embrace myself for who I am, okay? It's been another message. I'm gonna catch you on the next video.